What's up guys? In today's video we're going to be telling you how to identify a treasure hunt or super treasure hunt or just a basic car. So let's get right into it. I've done this video once on my channel before, but here we're going to do it better. It's going to be updated, upgraded, everything's going to be better. We actually have a Supra to demonstrate and we have better lighting, a whole bunch of stuff. So first we're going to be talking about treasure hunts. So here are two treasure hunts. You want to know, when I go into the store, how do I identify a treasure hunt? Because you're just digging through random cars. There's thousands of treasure hunts that exist. How do I know what to look for? Well, first we're going to talk about cases. So the cases is basically a box that gets made in the factory, Hot Wheels factory, sent out through truck shipments like the Walmart truck you see on the highway into the store. And if you know when the trucks come into like say Target or Walmart, you have a higher chance of getting the cases before anyone else does. So now once you have a case in your hands, or once you're just in the store looking through the pegs, you want to identify what you're looking at and what treasure hunt to find. So here's an example. Here's a treasure hunt from 2022. This is last year. On the top here, you can see that there is an F. So the last letter of the entire set here is an F. And that means that this is F case. So if I'm going to link in the description a list telling you all the 2023 treasure hunts and super treasure hunts. So all you need to do is identify the case like I just did, and it'll be there. Now, how to identify when it's on a case? Well, I'll show you that right now.
So you see on the right is a Hot Wheels case, and on the left is a Hot Wheels car. Basically, on the left, you have the letter D. On the right, you have the letter G. This is D case. So the D is the last letter of the first set of letters and numbers on the actual case. So the last letter, which is a D, on the first set of letters and numbers. But on the left side, you see on the car, it'll be the last letter of the entire set. It's a little bit confusing, but I hope you guys think that this is understandable. So here's just how you identify what case you're looking at.
So now that you know how to find what you're looking for in the store or on the case itself, now we're going to be talking about how to actually identify it. So in this situation, basically with this is a very good demonstration, because on the very front here you see there's a little black circle flame logo. The circle flame logo means treasure hunt, and then underneath the car you see that there is a circle flame and some words that say congratulations. This symbol means that you just found a collectible treasure hunt car. So that is two ways of knowing that you have a treasure hunt. Mainly it's really hard to find the circle flame logo on the car itself because it's always put in a different location, but if you look underneath, you'll be able to identify it most of the times. This is one from 2023, so this is this year, and it is F case of this year. And this is an example of why you should be looking underneath the car to identify it and not on the car. Because on this particular car, it's basically invisible. The circle flame is literally invisible. It's on the little glaze of the donut, and then also the circle flame behind the car is being covered by this massively thick donut. But if you go like this underneath, then you can see the words and you can kind of see the symbol, and you'll be able to identify it that way. Once again, link in the description of all of the treasure hunts and super treasure hunts that are leaked so far this year, so you'll be able to know what you're looking at right away. Now we're going to move on to how to identify a super treasure hunt, which is worth a ton more. These are worth about like 10 bucks and up, depending on which car it is. Some are 5 bucks, some are 10, whatever. But super treasure hunt, those are touching the hundreds. So here we have an example of a 2023 mainline and a super treasure hunt. So a mainline is basically any 99-cent car that's not a treasure hunt or a super. It's just 99 cents. This is an example. Just anything that you'd find in the store that is 99 cents. So here we have a regular 99-cent car, 1986 Copo Camaro. And this car also comes in Super Treasure Hunt form. So here's where it gets slightly confusing. In each case of 72 cars of Hot Wheels, there's a minimum of 1 treasure hunt unless it was factory theft and the treasure hunt was stolen. But in a case of 72 cars, you always get, say, a Copo Camaro, depending on the case, but you have a chance of getting the Super Treasure Hunt Copo Camaro. So it is slightly confusing. Not every Copo Camaro you see is a Super Treasure Hunt. I know a lot of collectors think that. They say, oh, look, the Copo Camaro is a Super this year, and then they go ahead and they buy a whole bunch of cars that are worth $1. So I have seen people do this. It sounds a little bit silly, but there's always new collectors into the hobby, so this is what this video is for. Now we're going to identify the Super Treasure Hunt. So the Super Treasure Hunt, I'm also going to show another image on screen, is basically has this Spectraflame paint, so it is a very shiny paint compared to the original, which is very boring. Then it's going to have rubber wheels. It's going to have Real Rider tires and Real Rider wheels and rims, basically, versus this is just going to have the basic wheels, plastic, shiny, chrome, whatever. And then don't get mistaken, the Super can also have chrome wheels. And then somewhere on the car, it's going to have a TH logo. So not only you're going to see it on the car, on this car, it is right here. You're also going to see it on the card itself. That's a big way of telling. You could see the big difference on the card. There'll be another image on screen in a minute. And then also underneath it, just like the treasure hunt, there will be a circle flame, but this time it's going to be in gold. And there's not going to be any words. And that's how you know that you have a Super Treasure Hunt. Now this particular one is going for like 80 bucks. This is one of the better ones of this year. But that's how to identify treasure hunt and a Super Treasure Hunt, and to make sure that you don't buy a whole bunch of mainlines thinking that you bought a whole bunch of Super Treasure Hunts. A lot of collectors comment on my videos saying, well, if you're a real collector, you should know what you're looking for by now. Obviously that's true, but there's always new collectors, and there's also some old collectors that don't know about this stuff. So this video is just to help you with that. Hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe, leave a like, share it with other collectors, and I will see you in the next video.